Today, we're going to talk about a lot of the factors that influence the cost of a property in today's market. We're going to talk about some of the most important ones that you need to know about so that you can get the best deal when you're buying or selling a property. Pause for comedic intro. Oh, I wasn't supposed to read that. What do you think, Sam number 2? Does this affect the cost of real estate? No. How about this? Does this affect it? What? And this? Does it affect the market at all? Let's talk house. We're going to touch on some of the big factors that are influencing price beyond just bigger equals better and more money. Why? Because this is going to help you make better decisions and either save money when you're buying or make a whole lot more when you're selling. We're going to start with the basics. First off, when you see a property listed, the price that it's listed at isn't necessarily going to be the price that it sells at. In fact, it rarely is. That property can actually go for significantly more or less than it's listed at. Because it's such a hot topic, the first factor that influences price, which I want to touch on, is multiple offer scenarios, or what you may know them as bidding wars. When you put an offer on a property, there's a good chance that you may not be the only person doing so. You may be competing against a whole bunch of other offers at the same time. The thing that makes it tough as a buyer is it's basically a blind auction. You put in your bid and you may get the chance to improve it later, but the reality is you don't know what anybody else is bidding. The only thing you're usually going to know is how many other offers there are in at once. At the time of the offers, all the offers that have been registered will be presented and the best one's going to win. Thing is, because it's a blind auction, you're encouraged to come in with your best offer and beat out everybody else. Just because something's listed at, let's say, $500,000, it doesn't mean that somebody's not going to come in with an offer of $600,000. That's more common than you might think. I always use this analogy. It's kind of like when a good athlete goes to free agency in sports. That athlete always asks for some ridiculous amount of money, and everybody always says, they'll never get that much. Problem is, there's 30-something teams, and it only takes one to put in that crazy offer that they're asking for, or even higher. The same goes with multiple offers here. It only takes one person to blow it out of the water to make that price get ridiculous. If you're looking for a good deal, one of the things that your realtor can look at for you is how many days on market a property has spent. The longer a property sits on the market, the more likely it is that the seller's going to be willing to come down from their original expectation. This can be a good way for buyers to find a deal in a market that's not necessarily that friendly to finding a deal. Usually, the more time on market, the bigger the discount. One of the biggest factors influencing price is location. But this extends to more than just what city you live in or how desirable the area in the city you live in. This even influences condos. Which direction is the condo facing? How high up are you on the floors? Usually, the higher you go, the more expensive the unit. Here's a video I put together of me trying to illustrate that concept. Timing is also extremely important for both buyers and sellers. The market changes a great deal throughout the year. Depending on when you're buying or selling, you may get a significantly different number on the same property depending on what's going on at that time of year. Make sure you're aware and have a good realtor who can inform you about what's happening at the time to help you make that decision about when the right time to buy or sell is. The The last thing I want to talk about, and sorry if it's a bit boring, but it's pretty important today, something as simple as interest rates rising can really affect the price and affordability of property in the city. Also, different lending rules like the stress tests that came into effect over the last couple years can have a massive effect on what's going on. It's really important to stay informed and up to date because these are the types of things that can really affect how much you're going to be paying or selling your property for. So hey, give me a call. Yes, hello? Why am I doing this? I'm faking it. There's no one on the other line. I'd love to have a chat about some of the ways that you can maximize your dollar to get the best place possible or sell for the best price that you can. See you next time.